Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Head of the Community Safety and Security Branch, Ms. Charmaine Chad, Assistant Commissioner of Police Acting, shares a quick message to parents and students as school resumes for all students across the island.
Good day, Jamaicans, boys and girls. Today is the reopening of schools. We want to, first of all, talk with our parents about some things that should happen and some things that should not happen. Parents, some of our children are going to school for the very first time. Since the advent of COVID-19, we want to make sure that they travel the correct routes. And if you are not sure, accompany your child or children to school. We want to make sure that they are properly attired in the correct uniform. Parents, please make sure that you put some sort of identification on their bags or on their books. Also, a contact number just in case they are not able to make it to school and we need to contact you as police officers. To the students, now you have gotten the opportunity to be out in the public space. The Safety and Security Branch will be out to make sure that you are protected. So we have our school resource officers who are going to be out in our full numbers. Talk to a police officer, talk with your guidance counselors, talk with the Dean of Discipline, just to make sure that you're comfortable in your environment. We're here to make sure that your space is safe. Do not, and I mean do not take weapons to school. It is illegal, and if you are found with a weapon, the consequences will not be very good. You want to choose a better way, talk it out, and not fight it out. Boys and girls, this is an opportunity for you to learn. It's an opportunity for you to make new friends. It's an opportunity for you to greet your old friends. So when you travel along the routes and whilst on the school compound, make sure that you remain safe. Talk to a police officer, talk to a safe school officer, talk to your guidance counselor, talk to your teachers. We are here to protect you.
St. Anne Cops turned out for back to school. In case students have forgotten about how to safely use the roads and remain safe in challenging situations, police in St. Anne on Monday marked the resumption of island-wide face-to-face classes with refresher courses. The instructions to the officers was that they should pay attention to all their schools in the areas of policing so that way our impact can be significant right across the board, said Commanding Officer for the parish, Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell. We did a lot of educational sessions this Monday morning about personal safety, child abuse, sexual offenses, and so on. The cops will also be partnering with schools and monitoring transportation centers to ensure the safety of students as they travel to and from school. The safe commute of the children and the traveling public is also important. We know there will be increased traffic turnout on the main thoroughfares and the townships, so we decide to do what we can from a law enforcement perspective to ensure that the public is safe, said Powell. Irwin Primary hit by termite infestation, break-ins. While other principals eagerly welcome all their students back to face-to-face classes on Monday morning, Principal Kenzie Bailey could only accommodate roughly half the 820 children enrolled at Irwin Primary School due to a serious case of termite infestation. During that period, where we were closed for almost 2 years, termites destroyed a lot of our furniture, so we were only able to accommodate grades 5 and 6 students fully, Bailey reported. Unfortunately, grades 1 to 4 are still on rotational basis, so we only have half of the school population in, the principal added. The rotational system being employed by the primary school, Bailey reported, will see students in grades 1 to 4 journeying to school only twice per week. This, he pointed out, is the best the school can do at the moment due to the current circumstances. Currently, we have Group A out today and Group B will be here tomorrow. We will do the same thing for Wednesday and Thursday. Then, we will have a full online session on Friday, Bailey explained. We met with our parents in the Parents Teachers Association meeting to inform them of the situation. As usual, our parents are cooperating with us. While he tries to carefully navigate through this situation, the principal said he recognized that this is a major setback for the school, as he believes the online resources have now been exhausted after challenging 2 years of usage. We encourage those who are not here through the online portals, and whenever they come back to school, the teachers will go back over the lessons that were shared online. What we realize is that since school has been reopened, face to face students do not go online to do the work, Bailey explained. That is where we have a little challenge. Also, our internet connectivity is a major issue. The band is so low that we cannot have live sessions with them. So, what the teachers do is prepare the work and put it online for them to complete, he continued. Classrooms have now been forced shut to the case of infestation. The school's library has also been affected, reporters understand, during their walk around the compound. Students who can go into the school for face to face, however, are no strangers to the termite infested furniture at their school, Bailey said. There are some desks that are currently in use by our students, even though they are infested by termites. We have to use them because we have nothing else, and we want to have our students in class, the principal shared. Grade 4 teacher Novelette Archer Gardner told reporters that each time a student leans on the desk to write, we have to be sweeping out dust. She added that, due to this grave condition, only half of her class can be accommodated each day. The desks are running, so we don't have space to put them. If we should have all of them face to face, there wouldn't be anywhere for them to sit, and we cannot have multiple students in a desk, Archer Gardner stated. The school's principal noted that he has shared these conditions with the Ministry of Education and Youth. We are currently listening on with the Minister of Education to get this problem resolved as soon as possible, Bailey added. At the same time, Bailey said that Earn Primary School has been plagued with numerous break-ins since schools were forced shut in 2020 due to the onset of the novel coronavirus pandemic. We have had about 14 break-ins since March 2020. Each time they come in, they damage the locks and windows, said the disappointed principal. I know that at one point since we reopened, they sold hand sanitizers, paper towels, toilet tissues, and speakers that some teachers use during their lessons. They even stole fans from some of the classrooms, Bailey said. To add insult to injury, they have defecated on the school's property on numerous occasions. Sunday, when I came here, I realized that they defecated on the grade 6 block after they broke into the school between Friday night and Sunday morning, said the principal. The school's lack of resources has played a major factor in these continuous break-ins, Bailey reported. We would normally generate funds when school is in session to pay for the security, but now security is only here for half of the days, the principal explained. The only 24-hour security we have is an electronic system that is at the canteen and the main office. I know that on February 20, the intruders went up to the canteen and kicked the door, eventually tearing off the side. They went inside, but the alarm went off, so they did not take anything, he added. But they went into the classrooms and ransacked the teachers' drawers. They also damaged the windows and stole the auxiliary workers' clothes. We have some machetes in the 4-H department, and they took 2 of them. She also had a box of tissues to distribute to students whenever they were to go to the bathroom, and they took that as well, Bailey reported. Face-to-face classes show extent of learning gap. The resumption of face-to-face classes on Monday showed just how wide the learning gap is among some students. During visits to 4 schools in Hanover and Westmoreland, educators signaled the issue as a major challenge. Staff and furniture shortages or limited classroom space were also among the challenges being faced. The work that teachers got from students when they were online supersede what they got from face-to-face, and that says something about online because the parents were there to assist them. So we thought they were doing well, but when they come before us face-to-face, their standard is way below what we required, said principal of the Negril All-Age School in Westmoreland, Sharon Shukar. At Little London High School, also in Westmoreland, Vice Principal Terry James pointed out that diagnostic tests have shown that a vast percentage of grade 7 and 8 students are performing well below standard. So we have to be very creative in what we do We have to be making some modifications to our curriculum to ensure that we meet the needs of our students, stated James, who made it clear that despite the workload, her teachers remain committed. Because of a staff shortage that has left the school without an English teacher, librarian, industrial techniques teacher, music teacher, and a school nurse, some teachers have to take on additional work, she said. And while classroom space is not a problem at Little London High, there is not enough furniture. Additionally, there is concern about the toll of pandemic has taken on students. James said her staff members, especially the guidance counseling department, are working overtime to provide psychosocial support to students. Gabrielle Roach is among those who have had tough time coping. She said she was happy to be back at school for face-to-face classes, where she can express herself freely and get more work done. The pandemic really affected me personally because I didn't have many friends. Sometimes the WhatsApp thing, you really don't like to text back. So it really took a psychological toll on me personally, she reported. Head boy Jordan Johnson said it was similarly challenging for him. Apart from household chores, the young man had to juggle babysitting and his siblings with online classes. He spoke of the anxiety of preparing for school on Monday. He was almost late. Now, Johnson said, that burden of the first day has gone. Among the challenges being faced by some of the schools is how to accommodate other students while ensuring that they abide by social distancing rules. Cross said some parents who tried to enroll their children for the first time on Monday had to be turned away as there was simply no space to accommodate them. While she will be having dialogue with the Ministry of Education about the need for additional classroom space, she said the assistance of corporate Jamaica is also welcome. Space was also an issue at Green Island High School in Hanover, which was operating on a shift system before the pandemic. Board Chairman Donovan Hamilton said he has given instructions to the principal to craft a solution and will be fine-tuned on Wednesday. Meanwhile, at Lucy Infant School, which had originally commenced for resumption of face-to-face classes on January 10, parents were eager to continue. Upon arriving at the school compound on 7:30 a.m., reporters were greeted by Jennifer Griffiths, the lone parent and her child, who were the first to arrive. Griffiths said that while school begins at 8:30 a.m., her being early was not unusual, as she and her child, a grade 3 student, are always the first to arrive. Another parent, Mark Cunningham, said the resumption of face-to-face classes for the year is going well for his son, who has shown improvements academically. Noting that he is happy with the protocols put in place and followed at the school, he said he was never afraid to send out his little one to interact with other students. Principal Monique Watson-Robinson disclosed that she has a student population of 210 and a staff complement of 16. She added that the school has also received additional support from 14 youth service participants. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.